Morning, hope you're going well. Bit before sunrise, 6:30ish, and yeah, those of you been watching on, we were talking about irrigating or starting to irrigate, so it's we're watering what we didn't pre-irrigate. If you've been watching along for a while, so yeah, it is running over it pretty quickly, which is good. And got rain forecast for tonight, so we'll just have to wait and see what happens, but I think we'll just keep it going. And we're actually getting towards the end of the irrigation season, so yeah, so it's nearly due to come off. If you were watching earlier on, this is our little water monitor that we just set this up at the end of the bays, and the water hits it, and it's supposed to set me a text message. Now the battery's stuffed in it, so it should have sent me a text message hours ago, but it hasn't. So anyway, we need to get it fixed. But landmarking yesterday, I was going to get some footage of that, but what I might do is I'll do a separate video on its own. There was a fair bit going on, and the noise in the shed with the sheep bellowing, you wouldn't have been able to hear anything anyway. Actually caught one late in the day that he'd got through the fence, and anyway, it was only after I'd caught him and chopped him back with the mob. I should have actually done it then when there was no noise. So anyway, I might try and catch one and just hang on to him for a little bit, a bigger one, and then I could do it and explain to you what we do and the treatments we do. So anyway, so yeah, we've got some of the sheep on the grazing crop, which is good. So that sort of means the trail feeding's starting to come to an end. So yeah, we just need to get a bit of straw out to them for some roughage and a few fences to pack up, and we'll just see what this weather does the next day or two, whether we can try and get the lucerne, finish on the lucerne. And yeah, nothing happening. It's not a bad morning actually. It's not too cold. It's been pretty chilly, a bit frosty in the mornings. So yeah, we'll get these bays changed over, and yeah, go and chuck that in the ute, back of the ute. Yeah, we're going. Oh, good morning, Till. How are you, little dog? Get over. Good morning. Yeah, we'll get these bays changed and yeah, go and have some brekkie and see what else we can find. Fair bit of irrigating going on at the moment. You mightn't be able to pick it up, but there's a couple of irrigators going just through the fence there, just neighbour watering some canola. And there was a neighbour to the northwest of us that's got irrigators going as well. And yeah, the wind might be going to rain because the sound that was carrying the pivot motor on their dam, the noise was travelling. Last night you would think it was running in on our front lawn. Yeah, if I'm look a bit worse than usual. Yeah, we had woke about 1 o'clock and just couldn't get back to sleep. So yeah, got up and had a cup of tea, and so I was sort of 3:30 or 3:45, I think, by the time I got back to bed. So I probably should have come around the water then actually, and because this water would have been finished. But anyway, yeah, it's moving into the winter months. It's a bit chilly at that hour of the morning to come outside. So hence it's probably why I've got the ute rather than I probably should have the side-by-side buggy over here. I'm doing my best to stay out of the mud, and it's actually, if we watered this area normally, we would start at that end and then work our way down, but I'm actually doing it in reverse, so I'm driving on dry ground to get to the bay outlets. So I'm getting a bit getting a bit soft with age. Anyway, I'm happy to admit that. So, anyway, we'll get this guy open, and yeah, we'll get back home and catch up with the kids before they get the school bus to school. The cracking morning though. Well, yeah, it looks good through the camera. Alright, I've just come down to shift these ewes. Had a message from Brendan this morning. He's gone down crook. He had one of his young blokes. Barry, getting off for, get up. His young bloke's been crook with high temp and that sort of stuff, and by the sounds of it, he's caught it now, so which is fine. But yeah, so I would have got him to do this job, but I'm down here doing it myself, so it's good. We'll get a bit of content for you. So we just moved these ewes down here last night. It was sort of pretty late in the day by the time we finished, so we just chucked them in this paddock yesterday afternoon, and now just going to shift them on to where they're supposed to be. Tony's just checking a couple of things in the other paddock where they're going to. And yeah, so, but you can see, might be able to see here the sort of yellow leaves. Yeah, it's probably a little bit of a combination of things. It'll be a bit of nitrogen, but also the chemical we put on here the other day. If you saw that video to control, take the broadleaf out, I think I did mention it does have that effect on the plant. It will cause a bit of yellowing, so we put the zinc in with it to try and help combat that a little bit. But it's just a natural sort of reaction to that chemical. So anyway, we'll get these guys shifted, and yeah, we've got a bit of electric fence on that to pack up. Got all the critters with us. Hey, Baz! You be quiet. Come here, come here. Here, Baz. Barry! Here, come here. Come on. Hello. Just with where we've got sheep at the moment, we've had to bring these around the long way a little bit. We've just got a little gate here. We're just going to push them through into this next paddock. Yeah, anyway, it's going to work out all right. Sit down, sit, and look. Just looking here, I wish I had the GoPro with me. The other day this is where we had the twin lambing ewes, and this is the electric fence here I'm gonna pack up. I'd got the first lot in and then was bringing this second lot through, and I'd actually laid the fence over. Oh, you can see it here lying on the ground. It's only just the 2 strands of electric fence tape. But I thought, oh, we'll just lay it over and the sheep will run across it. But it just goes to show they'd been educated with the electric. I actually had to open the gates to get them. I couldn't push them across, even with the dogs. They would not cross that line where the fence had been. I've had it happen before with merino weathers, but yeah, actually had to come down and open the gates for them to go through. Even the young lambs wouldn't cross the line. So yeah, once they're educated to the electric fence, they stay well away from it. So that's what we've never had tried it till a few years ago, and I don't know why we didn't try it earlier, because it for splitting, especially for lambing and pressure grazing and that sort of stuff, it really, it's a game changer really. It just makes things so much easier. There's a little bit of work in setting them up and pulling them down, but yeah, just for management, it's yeah, they're fantastic. Okie dokie, sheep are moved, and we've got that bit of fence packed up. I've just brought the Magnum and the boom spray over into the other, into the workshop. So we've got to, just while we're just waiting to see what the weather's going to do, we've got a fair bit of in-crop spraying to do, and the tractor here is due for a service. We generally change oils about 200 hours. A lot of these newer tractors and like the Fendt, they're 500 hours, which seems a lot. I know with the older engines, Father EU used to always work on about 150, you know, and like the header, I think it's about 300. But yeah, I still like to do them about 200. Oil's cheap in the scheme of things, and then we generally change the oil filter at every second change. So yeah, we'll do the oil now, and then the next change. This tractor was serviced, had a major service at 3,000 hours. The dealer actually came out and did it, and yeah, so we're changing it now. I think it's done 3250, I think, and then yeah, we'll do all the filters and that at 3.5. So yeah, we've just got half a 44-gallon drum here that's been cut in half, and then we've just got a little gizmo up here, little tap, and I did run this tractor for a little bit just to warm the oil up so it's not so cold and it runs out a bit, but it's still, no, it's just warm. It's not really pouring out, but yeah. And then we generally, habit I get into is just pull the keys out of everything so no one gets in it, and if they don't know that there's no oil in it, get in it and start it and do some engine damage if I can get it out. This tractor's also got a battery isolator, so I've just flicked it off as well. So anyway, we'll let that drain. There's a couple of little jobs to do on the boom spray here, so I'll just do them, and Tony's just taking a bit of straw up to those ewes I just moved. Yeah, so we're still just taking the jobs off it. Yeah. Hopefully we can get a shower of rain this arvo or this evening, and yeah, we can finish the sowing off, and then next week they do have a bit of no major rain forecast for next week, but they do have 1 and 2 mils over a few days. So you know, if we could string 5 or 10 mil together, that'd be bloody perfect actually. So anyway, we'll just we'll work with it and do what we can. Morning. Yeah, 6 mil of rain overnight, so it's definitely settled the dust for a little bit. We're just here, just shutting the last of the irrigation water off. It's finished this morning, which has sort of worked out pretty well. We irrigated roughly, I don't know, probably 35 hectares in the end, so yeah, that worked out not too bad. The 6 mil of rain, just bear with me here for a minute. The 6 mil of rain we've had, that's gonna, all right, I'm trying to do 2 things at once here. I probably should have done that first before trying to talk to you. Yeah, 6 mil of rain, that'll help all the dryland crops, just keep them going, and it's gonna be quite pretty good actually, because we can now go in and we had a bit of in-crop spraying to do now, so yeah, we can get to next week and get that done. But yeah, the stuff on the dry land, it's going to sort of kick away now. Yeah, this time of year, look, we took a punt in watering this stuff, it's going to come out all right, I think, just because of the soil type and that sort of stuff. And you know, I reckon there would have been seed sitting there that hasn't actually come up, was going to need more rain. So, and you can even just see here, like these guys are a fair bit behind this guy. So there's one there. So yeah, so anyway, let's try and see. You're either, yeah, you can be a hero or you can be zero, one of the two, but yeah, if you don't try, you don't know. So anyway, yeah, cool sort of day. The wind's around the southeast, so southwest, sorry. So I think the rain's all gone now, but it's talking a bit more Sunday and then a little bit next week as well in dribs and drabs. So, but yeah, just on the old foot falcon here, I just got a bay outlet up this far end to close as well. It's been running, so I changed the water at midnight last night. I sat up and watched a bit of telly and yeah, came down and changed it last night. So yeah, just close them now. So if normally we'd probably drain the channel out, but because the bays are about done, I sort of don't want them dribbling because I'll end up sort of killing the crops. So anyway, well yeah, a few jobs today, feed a few sheep, and yeah, we're running into the weekend. So Brendan's still off sick again today. Yeah, so a bit of that flu and that rhinovirus getting around again, which isn't ideal. So anyway, happy days. Well, we've rolled into another day. Yeah, just doing Meals on Wheels. These are a couple. We've got two other mobs, the twin bearing ewes that we've got to mark yet. So yeah, we'll try and get onto it in the coming week. We've just got a bit tricky with you need plenty of hands on deck, so we're just trying to shuffle around, getting people, Sarah and my father and that here, so we can get it done. But anyway, lambs are doing well. Sooner we can get them off this paddock, the better, and we can get them onto some fresh sucker, and then we'll go in and, I think I mentioned earlier on, we'll do a weed and feed essentially on this lucerne and yeah, get it back up and going. So, but anyway, lambs are doing well. I think the first couple of two mobs of 20 ewes have come out at about 150% lambs to ewes, so that's pretty good. You always like to get it better, but yeah, anyway, all right, we might wind this one up. Yeah, hope you're travelling well. Keep subscribing, keep liking, and yeah, we'll catch you on the next one. Ta-da, bye.